Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Disco Elysium file. Where we last left off, we had found the murderer, Josef Dros, I forget what his middle name is, a former member of the communist, well, he's still a member of the Communist Party, I guess, technically, according to him. But he fought, or deserted, the army during the revolution, and he shot the guy because he was jealous of, he wanted to punish Classier. And then we discovered the Insulindian phasmid, and we talked to it, and it basically said that it was very pleasant. It talked to us about existence and about what it is and the meaning behind all that and stuff. Yeah, it was fascinating. But now we are going to go ahead and go back to the mainland to get some medical help for this guy. I'm looking around because I feel like of all the places the helmet could be, like the helmet for the suit of armor, which I believe is the only component I'm missing. I feel like it would be here on the island, but I am not seeing it. And maybe I was supposed to get it from the phasmid. Maybe it's not in this nest. This seems like it would be a good place for it to be, but I don't know. So yeah, we're just gonna head back to the mainland. I don't know what's going to happen when we get back to the mainland. Something tells me some big twist is not a big twist, but like I feel like this is wrapping up a little bit too nicely for what this game has in store. So I don't quite know what's going to happen. Really quick, I am going to look on the beach one more time to see if the helmet's there, but if it's not, I'll cut to going back here. Alright, there was nothing else there. No sign of the helmet. Maybe I'll never find it, which would be a little bit disappointing because I was so excited to find the rest of the armor, but it's okay. Out of curiosity, can I pass this check now that I've met the guy?
Soft covers, serialized.
I haven't. I can't. Alright then. So let's go ahead and, yeah, just head back to our boat. Where it sounded like the policemen are waiting for us, like the ones who were waiting in the whirling in rags. It sounded like they were waiting for us. One of them was hoping to give us luck. I don't know what we would need that for. The boat's still there, which is good. No helmet here. Man. If I had raised the other hand, it would probably have like dropped the helmet in my mouth or in my hands or something like that. It would probably have dropped the helmet from its mouth into my hands. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do the boat.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Can I quick save during No, I can't. Okay, hang on. Quick save. Now let's go.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's return to the mainland,
Let's. We are done here.
he says, adjusting his glasses as he looks out over the water.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
Oh boy.
Two men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Okay. So Lillian is gone. I don't even know.
Look what the tide brought him.
Says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes as he tilts his head. Huh. Interesting music. The village is now completely empty.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Okay.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
We are not going to talk about that right now.
This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
No one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant.
I probably do.
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
He takes a deep breath. Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Maybe?
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
What's left of it?
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Okay.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
He points to the sea fort.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
Yeah.
We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his confidence.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
You tell him, Kim.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
I feel like Kim should stay. But let's handle it professionally. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
She says warmly, flashing the lieutenant the tiniest of smiles. Let's not talk about this just yet. What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
I don't think I've really addressed her, period.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Okay.
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
Way to go.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
He turns to you.
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
I understand. Okay. Gart told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
I'm sorry I didn't recognize you before.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually. We're just worried.
She gestures towards Vic Mare.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do but stink.
I'm sober now.
You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries instead of working.
So Trant Heidelstrom turns out to be Special Consultant Trant Heidelstrom.
Yes, I'm Trant Heidelstrom. I never said I wasn't Trant Heidelstrom.
Okay, so I was going to say, I had the thought and then dismissed it. I was like, isn't this the same guy who was talking to me about the Feld building with the kid? Like, who was showing his son, quote unquote, the Feld building? I thought it was the same portrait, but I was like, nah, it can't be, and I dismissed it. But I guess it is. Wait, what was up with the kid then?
Mikhail? Mikhail is my son.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No problem.
So what are you here what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
Uh-huh.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
You mentioned a task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory. Who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trant fucking Heidelstrom, and Guillaume Baby.
He stares at you.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Okay, so what does the unit do?
Do? It's a Major Crimes Unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
Okay.
They're your posse, or what remains of it. Hand-picked, hand-lost.
Interesting.
The 41st isn't...
He trails off, not wishing to finish the sentence. I'm gonna skip these. I'm not gonna... Alright, the disguise is... No, I'm not even gonna bring that up. Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry.
He shifts his weight, crosses his arms, and looks you in the eye.
You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
Wait, so you let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson?
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
I said all those things? I'm not like that anymore.
Yes. You're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit 1,000,000 times over.
None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
All right.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, pound, and so on.
Okay, yep.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting.
I don't know if I brought this up, but I think what happened, I think somehow my mind was subjected to the Pale, and it like erased my memories, just like it erased the tape that the D&D people had.
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Wait, socioeconomically? You think I'm so poor I lost my memory?
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory. I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here.
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
No, not like that. I'm not talking Vrede for school here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
Let's see. I drank so much I lost my memory, and now I'm slowly recovering from it. I made it all up. It was a fantasy, a stupid joke. I know what I am. It might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, a 2mm hole in the world. I am a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case. Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism. Or capitalism. Capitalism fucked me beyond all recognition. Trant is right. So I want to say either 1 or 3, and I think I'm gonna say 1. I think we should just tell the truth. Well, actually, Trying to lie, I feel like shouldn't be a thing that we do. They're clearly caught up in whatever feelings they have. This almost feels like a new version of the tribunal, except I'm the one being judged instead of the Hardy Boys. Hopefully no one gets shot here, though. I don't want to say 3 because last time I talked about the 2mm hole in the world, I got taken away and never was seen or heard from again. And these people work for the Coalition. I also work for the Coalition technically. So I don't want to bring that up. 5 is also an interesting one, but I feel like I don't know. I'm just gonna go with 1. I drank so much I lost my memory, and now I'm slowly recovering it.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
I mean, that's true.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the 2 drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
Hey, I read the case file for the mural.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
Wait. So now Trant is putting words in my mouth. Is he about to suggest that I did this on purpose?
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
He gestures towards the scenery.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input.
So I've been taking in all of the world's problems or something like that, and I drank to forget it all. And I thought if I drank a lot and I could forget everything.
Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I don't know. I don't think he's ready to necessarily lead. But, I think line detective is good for now.
For now, I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the party? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
Okay. What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
I mean, the worst they can do is fire me, which honestly I think would be a good thing. But, I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
What I do have is this futuristic armor. I got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Really?
Not today, badge.
The drama is unnecessary. I got the badge. All is. I got the badge. All is well.
And your gun?
He asks, unimpressed by the piece of plastic in your hand.
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements.
My gun is right here.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I quit drinking forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
I haven't had time to bathe, okay?
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Yeah, I've handled an actual corpse.
I don't believe you. You're drunk. You let a suspect escape, a certain classier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
No. That is not true.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue that led us to the island.
Oh well, if she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped. Yeah, Ruby something. Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote.
Okay.
Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
Thank you, Kim.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
I also solved the case. It's solved. All of it.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
He says in a lowered voice. Fair enough.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eye and coughs.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
Okay, so now this is where my choices come in, what his take on me is.
On the case?
No, on him.
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
Thank you.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer.
That's fair.
It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true blue moralist. He recently attempted to contact a coalition warship in order to assign la responsabilité, which is commendable, but also at odds with his own behavior.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact.
Thank you.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven.
I appreciate that.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the way was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
You weren't there, Kim.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It's on the island, camouflage as the reeds. It unfolded from them, I did not, unfortunately, get a photo. But I believe it may have been the Insulindian phasmid.
Oh boy. Uh-huh.
I know this sounds fantastic, but I'm a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spice up my day. I am very, very sane.
That's fair.
I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say it was the Insulindian phasmid, then it was the Insulindian phasmid.
I'm gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let this play out and be silent.
By God. Is it somehow connected to the case?
Detective?
Yes. I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Insects were connected to the case this whole time.
We could order a search. I could get people from EPIS on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds. If we found the Insulindian phasmid, well, that would be absolutely exceptional. The PR value alone.
There, you need to make your case now. The floor is all yours. He prepared it well.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. The killer, Lilianovich Dros. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
A revolutionary metronym?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Larsovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
Oh, so like Cross and Lars, but like this is Lillian?
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
Interesting.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Yes.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
Heck yeah.
It's a clean win.
It's way more than that.
I'll win her back with this. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's more than that. A perfect folding mechanism. Like the phasmid. Yeah, let's say that.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
I have not drunk in a week. Excuse me. Or excuse you.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something.
Oh.
It will pass. In time.
The previous head of the Deborders Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open, in Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
The lieutenant lowers his voice just a little.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Yeah.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
Yep.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
The consultant, too, has lowered his voice.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
All right.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Thank you.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and... I looked into the mystery. I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area. Or... nah. Because that has nothing to do with the actual case. I feel like they won't like that. Yeah, I'll just skip back to this. So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back? Point at yourself. I mean, I wouldn't word it like that.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
He shrugs.
So I have to, Jude.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
A quick nod.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So, maybe this time.
Maybe this time what?
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Oh.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Alright, I did that. Okay.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Oh, it's end. Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
But before?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
That does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep curl, your inexplicable facial hair.
The collection of found sportswear I've amassed.
Some of your more old-school wording choices. Your posture, even. The constant stretches.
You mean the stuff I do in my idol animations?
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
You said in Quran? I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards.
Interesting.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
Holy crap.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
Interesting.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
I have to know. Is there some other occupation that the game will label you as if you perform other actions in the game, or is it just gym teacher every time? Because that is hilarious that they chose gym teach. If that would be hilarious if they chose gym teacher out of all of the options just because I ran everywhere. Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Some chick? Who?
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned her name.
Huh. I feel like I've heard that name before.
Not Dora Dubois.
Wait, Dora Ingerland?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
So we weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years?
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Huh?
She was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Okay, weird.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
So, Harry was obsessed with her physical appearance?
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go home.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point
So one
is,
kind of
you need to see a
caused the other, something
psychiatrist
like
about
that.
this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
You know what? I'm not going to ask about the dirty cop working for La Puta Madre. I'm just gonna move on from it. Who cares if I am or not? All that matters is what I do going forward. Precinct 41, what kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
He tilts his head northward.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torsen and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it?
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
And the Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
Okay.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser, although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
And Price is...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
Interesting.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak
This
of
is
change,
fascinating.
the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
You know what? That's fair.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast. Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
So I work in the bloody murder station?
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Huh.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Phasmid. I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock, remember?
A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
She looks at Vic Mayer.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part.
Yeah.
They should know as soon as possible, even if we didn't get a photo.
She is going to be over the moon.
She will be. And I'm really happy that it got, like, that they will finally get, like... They'll finally get, like, their beliefs validated. And also she will... obviously it isn't healthy for her to base her love on this, but she will hopefully now feel more confident in her and her husband's love now that the search for the Phasmid wasn't in vain.
Watch out or she'll faint.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
He pulls up his collar and looks around, the cold spring light reflected in the lenses of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
A crooked smile quivers on his lips.
Would fit him. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
I think it's good to offer it to him. I mean, we work well together.
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Achievement unlocked. Recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi. Heck yeah, that is awesome. Out of all the achievements, that one's the one I'm most happy that I got.
He's really considering it.
All right. And with that, I'm ready.
Good.
She looks at you, then Vicmare.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
And
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Where? Yes. Dubois? Of course.
and Kitsuragi.
Really? Nix Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable.
Oh.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the RCM. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
So what are they making the list for? When he'll pull through, he'll side with the RCM.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
And huh. They didn't animate the door opening, but that's fine. Wow. I honestly can't believe it's over. Like, holy crap. That was so good. Like, I know I've talked about this. Also, this music is cool, but I know I've talked about this in previous episodes, but I love how just, like, impactful everything felt. Like, all of the choices that I made, all of the dialogue options I chose, it all felt like it had weight behind it. It all felt like I had to like pick things carefully. And it really felt like I was able to play the game the way I wanted to play it. Which is, like, that's really hard for a game to do. And they nailed it. The writing was top notch. The voice acting was really good. The characters were compelling. Like, I know I didn't talk about it a whole lot, but I liked the art style. And I thought the music was really good too. Like the music was like minimal enough to not be distracting, and yet it also was really good at establishing tone. And like I said before, like in the last episode or the episode before, the fact that the game was able to really find the line between sorry, I was reading to see if there were any I missed it when the voice actresses or when the voice actors started, so I was like, oh, maybe I should see if there's anyone I recognize. I don't think there is, though. The guy who, shout out to Mikey Goodman. That was so good. I think no, Lenville Brown was the narrator. Okay. But the other guy did the, like, reptilian voice and all that. That was really good. But the narrator was just amazing. They really picked a good voice to carry you through, like, the entire game. But what was I saying? The fact that it was able to toe the line so well between grounded and surrealism was really good. And the way that it was able to deal with a lot of themes all at once just speaks to the strength of the writing. But yeah, I think this might be one of my favorite games of all time. It did everything so well. Like, this is honestly one of the best RPGs and one of the best point-and-click detective adventure games that I've ever played. It's an experience that I'm definitely not going to be forgetting anytime soon. And yeah, I'm really glad I played it on the channel. I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably edit out the credits in the video and if it turns out to be too long, but I really want to wait until the end of the credits because chances are there will probably be a newspaper, just like there was with When I Died and When I Got Taken by the Airship. There'll probably be a newspaper that's like an epilogue kind of thing. And I'm very curious to see what that says. I also would love to do I might do a music analysis for a couple of the songs because they're just a lot. Some of those were really fascinating, especially the "Burn Baby Burn" song. Someone said in the comments that's what the name was. I really want to listen to that and see if anyone I really want to listen to it and see if there's anything more like hidden in the lyrics or the music that could connect it more to the story or the game. Stress relief, Ziggy, a dog. That's funny. Oh, they got help from Larian Studios? That is cool. For those of you who don't know, Larian actually did the Divinity series, and they're working on the new Baldur's Gate, I think. So yeah, it's like one of the closest comparisons I could make this game to be Mankind Be Vigilant, We Love You. one of the closest comparisons to another game I could do would be Divinity. So yeah, I'm not surprised that they either inspired or helped with the game. Oh, there's no newspaper. It's just back to the main menu. All right. Well, I think I've said everything that I want to say. Besides the thanks, so just yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this series and experiencing it with me. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I've been playing this game for like what? When did I even start? June of last year, maybe? It's been a while. It's been a long while since I started the game. And now that we're finally finished, it's hard to believe that I've been playing this game for months and months. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that you guys were able to enjoy it too. Thank you to everyone who commented as well. Your support means a lot to me, and hearing your thoughts on each episode was really interesting and welcome to see. Yeah, if you guys have any other game suggestions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'm constantly adding to my list. Follow me on Twitter at Axiom Archives if you would like. I'm trying to get better about posting updates on there. And yeah, just tell me what your favorite part was about the game, or if you already played it, tell me what your favorite part was about your playthrough. I don't know if I will play this game again, just because I might not have time to replay it myself, but I'll definitely be looking up other playthroughs to see how other people approach this game. I bet they're all radically different from mine, or maybe they're not. Who knows? But yeah, with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it. So thank everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I start a new file on the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.